Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Copy and paste those into there like that, and then this one here we can use to make the weapon parts. Copy and paste those into there. So it's just going to direct feed right the way through, and then I've got weapon parts being made out over this side, and that's going to go up in that direction like that. We will put these in here like this, and I need to put some power out onto these. I'll do it like that. One there and one there. And then we can join the power into there, and I'm also going to go up this way and add a wee bit of redundancy into that line there. Then we will also go from here. I'm going to bring that one up like that. You're going to go there, and that's going to bring steam down and join it into there, and then we're also going to go like that. And then we can take copper pipe and we can join in these. I've now got these being manufactured, and they are running at crafting speed 2. Although, max consumption 300 kilowatts, consumes steam 200, steam temperature 165 degrees. The steam-powered assembling machine will scale its speed and energy consumption to the temperature of the steam you pipe into it. Expected to operate at 20% on steam from your first boiler. Oh. Right. So this actually runs slower than the other machine. We're running at 20% on here. We're running quite a bit slower. Says 0.5 crafting speed, but if I look on here, crafting speed 2, status low power, is saying low power because the lack of steam coming into it. That is all. I've got steam. Steam is being made. It's coming into this thing. But it's low power because the steam is low temperature. Steam there. Steam's coming in here. Consume steam. Oh, it's not making anything because I haven't actually extended the belt down, that's why. It would help if I did that, I suppose. And now what? I guess if I put that one down and I put that one, we'll just start loading a few of these into an iron chest. And that bit is now being manufactured. Right, so I've got all of that being done. That research has already started. I'm still waiting to make everything that we need to make. So I got the electronic parts being made, and I've now got the weapon parts being made. Let me pick up everything that is going into this chest. There's 24, 25 weapon parts right there. There's a few more bits right here. They're just coming in. Let me get those. There we go. Right, I've now got 34 weapon parts. That's a good start. We can have a look at the blocks. I've got weapon 1, weapon parts, electronics block. It says I've got everything for that. I've got everything there. I've got everything there. Electronic parts. Right, I need to go and actually collect the electronic parts. Ah, there's my electronic parts. The problem I've got is the electronic parts aren't being made. I'm not making any... anything. What aren't we making? Right, we're making the green algae down here. That's coming up here, and that is making the alginic acid, which is being brought up here, which is making those. Those are being brought over, and they're being turned into paper, which are making these various different components, but I haven't got a lot of these components being made. Let's take the 101 of these, and everything is grinding to a halt, because I don't have enough algae being made. Algae has slowed everything down at the moment. But anyway, I've got the electronic parts. Now I want to go over and I want to get those bricks that we started making. We started making lots of those bricks. They are all the way over there. So we'll go and get these. We'll take a walk all the way around our island at some point soon. See what we've got here. So we want 600 bricks right there. Let's have a look. I can make one of these. We make one electronics block, an enhancement block, an energy, an exploration, a logistic, a production, a warfare, and we also need the basic laboratory as well. As we're not going to be using those two basic labs that we've got anymore, I'm going to go and pick them up. and we come over here. So we will pick you up off the ground. Is that one done? And we'll also pick up this one. Cough Baron right here is also going to be picked up. And then I will go there, and I will make one of the... Is that it? That's all I can make, is one? Right. That is the dizzying array of materials that we need in order to be able to make that one. What else do I need to make one more? I'm missing components. Got everything that I need there. Actually, we just go here and we mouse over this. I've got... Oh! I'm missing a little bit of that cellulose fiber. To be able to make the second one, I need a bit of cellulose fiber. So we'll go and get a wee bit of cellulose fiber, because we've actually... That's one thing that we do have right in here. You can take a stack of that. No, it's still saying I'm missing cellulose. What am I missing now? I've got solder. I've got algae. I've got basic laboratory 2. 75, 134 copper. 21 solder. I should have everything. I should have everything to be able to make all of those. I can make that one. I can make that one. Yes. I've got plenty of timber. I've got all of those other bits. Mechanical parts. Electronics block 0 can... Oh! That's what we're short on. The red circuits. I had like 30 red circuits. That's the bit that I need to be able to actually build this thing. So I want to go up that way. I haven't got any in there. I haven't got any in there either. That one I can pick up 4. And that one I can pick up 4. That gives me 12. Let's run up this way and steal a few more from here, shall we? There's 2. And there's another 2. Once I've finished making these 2 machines... Is that enough? What is saying I don't quite have enough to make the warfare block. There's something about the warfare. It's like the warfare block is specifically saying that it can't be made. Not enough ingredients. So why can't I make the warfare block? That one there. According to this, I can make it. So if I make that warfare block a minute, then maybe it will allow me to build it. Now it's saying I can't build the production. It's because I don't have enough of these, I'm sure of it. Right, I'll grab you, and I'll grab you, and I'll grab you. Is that going to be enough? I've now got enough. Right, we've got the warfare block already built, and the basic lab. We had 23, and now we're down to 5. It was because I didn't have enough red circuits. That was why it was a lack of red circuits. But anyway, I've got one of these already. One has now been created, so we can go up here, and we can start putting these... Where is it? There it is, basic lab number 2. That's the first one. And that one's going to go in there. There is basic lab number 2. So we've got those red science analyzers going in, and I need basic data cores coming in here as well. So you are not holding the right material, so you've got to be changed round. And then I put that one in, and we are away. We're researching. We've got basic data cores, and we got the red science analyzers going in there to that lab. And then I got a second lab being built right now, which will allow us to make all of that. So that will give us automation. Automation is going to be a beautiful thing, because it will allow us to start building the much-needed large-size assembling machine, but we're not going to have to worry about getting anything other than just electrics to it. If we can just get our electrical power to it, that'll be wonderful. And then we've got to plan what we want to do next. Now, belts, crawler construction bots, they actually require both the same thing as logistic data cores. We've already got the red science, so logistic data cores. That's what we want to be looking at next, I think. So we want to look in here. Logistic data cores, we need logistic blocks, and we need construction components. We've got the other two being made. Can't speak. Right, the logistic block. I need cabling, a copper servo motor, and a electronics block, or an electronics block, technically. An electronics block requires a standard electronics block, which requires 3 grey circuit boards, and then we need 3 red circuit boards to make that one. We need copper cable harnesses, we need electronics blocks coming into it. We need lots of materials coming into that one. And then that will allow us, along with cabling and copper servo motors, to make those. Once you get all the components for these blocks being made, it does start to get a little bit easier, doesn't it? So we need cabling. That needs 3 copper harnesses. Copper harnesses need copper cable, cellulose fibers, and copper cable shielding. Copper cable shielding needs those materials over there. Now, we have started... What have we got? I've just got the copper over here. Where else have I got copper? That was coming down here. Right. So I've got some bits of copper running on down, but I don't have lots of copper running on down. I'm not using very much of it here. Then I also need construction components, which are 2 girders each, and that is the iron plates. Now, if we also have a look in here, we've got the mechanical refining in here, which speeds this up. That requires production data cores. So let's not worry about that for a minute, because the production data cores right there, they need production blocks. We've got the rest of it being made. That is motors and the electronic blocks. It might be easier to get that one set up than it is the first one. Because the electronic block... something that we do need to work on, but then it's motors. It's a motor block, cellulose fiber, and a motor casing. Okay, maybe it's not quite so easy as you think. Where do you get a motor casing from? Motor... That's not even on this bit. Motor casing must be in metallurgy or casting over there, motor casing. So that's got to be made in... probably got to be made in a furnace, is it? Might have to be. I'm not sure if that would have to be made in a furnace or not. I won't worry about it. We're not going to do that. No, it's logistic data core that we want to make next. So I want construction components is easy. That's an easy section to do. We just need iron into girders. In turn, they need to go into the construction components. That's relatively straightforward and simple. We can cope with that. And let's go and put our basic lab down here like this. You can lift out and you can be placed down again so that you're only putting in the data cores, and I need to put in one of these underneath like that, and we've now doubled up the speed that these are being done. Fantastic. Basic lab can have any of these science analyzers and then basic data cores. The other labs, they require different data cores, so they require the different labs. So if I want to be able to build anything that requires the logistic tech, the logistic data cores, which is stuff that I do need, I've got to put that into a logistic tech lab. I can't put it into a basic lab. The basic lab only takes basic data cores. So I got to put the logistic data cores into a logistic lab. Does make sense, I guess. Just to make life difficult for us. At least with the 2 technologies that we want to get, that one and the crawler construction bots, we don't need to make any other type of science analyzer. It's just the red one. At the moment, everything is taking the red science analyzer. We're not having to worry about any of the other colored science analyzers. That is going to make it a bit easier. We've only got, as well, at the moment, 3 colors of data cores. We've got logistic, and then here we've got production. And then there is some of the warfare stuff as well. Well, that optics one there takes enhancement, but we won't worry about the optics. That we can deal with that later. But no, I think crawler construction bots needs to be our very next thing. And then you are cargo bots right there, aren't you? Yeah, I'm not so concerned about the cargo bots. It's these. These right here, these bad boys. Construction robots. Small construction zone expander, crawler, robobox. Supply area 14 by 14, and then you've got a zone expander, supply area 0 by 0, construction area 45 by 45. And it's these right here. These are absolutely brilliant. And you've got storage chests as well. Different types of storage chests, which are also very, very cool and convenient. Right. What about if I try to build these things by hand? Would it be worth me trying to just make these by hand, the logistics data cores? How many do I need? I need 128 of them. I don't think I can make 128 of these by hand. This can take way to 10-second crafting. No, we need to automate it. We've got to automate this. So we'll wait until this automation's finished. Logistic bot construction components. I'm planning out how we're going to expand. Now, what I think we'll do is we've got this one going now, and then we'll get the construction robots, which are going to make life a lot easier for building things, because then they can put stuff down rather than us. It's going to make life a bit easier. And we're also not going to have to worry about getting coal going everywhere because we've got the new automated electronics factories. So that's going to help us out a great deal as well. I think our biggest complaint at the moment is that this area is not being manufactured. And the reason that is not being made is because we don't have algae farms being built fast enough. I need 9 electronics blocks for each of those. I don't have enough to make... Oh, I need copper. Right. Let's go and get some copper, and we're going to double up the number. We've got 1 algae factory is being built right now. That is fluid boxes there and electronics blocks. I want a bit more. I want a bit more copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that I've got 1,000 copper that I'm carrying around, and I also do the same with the iron. 1, 2, 3. That's and 1 more there. So I've got just over 1,000 of those that I'm lugging about as well. That allows me to get lots more algae farms. I'll make 1 more there. And we've doubled up the number of algae farms that we've got. We can bring these down. Unfortunately, at the moment, the algae farms are somewhat limited. It's the brown algae that we desperately need. Now, we do have another option, and that is we go into here and we build the hydro plant. The hydro plant outputs water to us. We use the water purification recipe in the hydro plant, and that takes normal water and it puts out saline water and purified water. I want to build a clarifier. I need a advanced electronics block to build that one, and the clarifier, we do need that. That is crucially important to anything that we want to build. Right, that is that bit of tech finished. I've got these. I can now make them. That is absolutely awesome. The electronics over there. We'll deal with that later. Crawler construction bots. That's my next bit of tech that I want to build. Let's go and have a look in here a minute. 9 construction frames, 3 electronic blocks, and 5 mechanical parts to make an assembling machine. I've got most of those bits already being made. It's just the electronics blocks. So that's relatively straightforward to go and make those. It's not going to be a major hardship. Now, what I do need at the moment is some more red circuits so that I can build some of this stuff. I want to make... let's start with 1 hydro plant. But I also want to make a clarifier. In order to make a clarifier, I need 4 electronics blocks. That means I need 12 red circuits. So I want to go over here and I want to hijack a few of these red circuits. It makes 7. That makes 9. That makes 12 exactly right there. So I can build a clarifier as well. And that is going to be something that we're going to be using down here. I'm also going to want a fluid... Actually, no, the pump that we've got down here is sufficient. I don't need to change that one over. And we'll probably... No, we're not going to change that recipe over. What I've got in here, we've got the 2 different recipes. We've got the green algae, which does 25 green and 5 brown. Our problem at the moment is the brown algae. I just don't have enough of the stuff being made. Here, The cellulose fiber, I've got masses of the stuff. I don't need any more of that. And right here, we're waiting on alginic acid to be produced. Alginic acid is slowly being produced here. Takes 10 brown algae to make each section of that, and it only produces 2 alginic acid, and then they come up here. This one requires 5 and the 20 cellulose fiber, and then it produces 20 cellulose pulp, which gets turned into paper. We already know all of this. I'm just going through it because I'm like trying to kill time a little bit. I can drop that one down there, and then we have a look in here. So I've got green algae. I can just keep doing the same that we're already doing, or we can go with the brown algae. Now this takes 100 saline water, and it produces 40 brown algae, which is quite a wonderful recipe. So that's the recipe that I'm going to put into here. And actually, I don't want to put that into there at all. I want to change this round a little bit. No, I don't. No, I don't. I want to change this round a little bit. I want to remove you. I want to put you up. Except I can't, because that's in the way. That's convenient, isn't it? Right, well, as that one's in the way and it's conveniently blocking us, what I'll do instead is I will bring you down this way like this. I'll do that. There. So I'll just run the water in a loop, and then we'll pull the water in over this side. I've now got to sit and wait for the algae farm to make. And when the algae farm is made, the hydro plant should be able to make as well. And then we need that clarifier. And that is the very first clarifier that we'll be building. We will be building a lot of clarifiers. Have a look at our map now. You can see, because we've got the radars, they're starting to expand out around us. We can see a bit more of the island we're on. We got bobmonium over here and sapphirite. We've got 152 million, 123. We've got loads of millions in here, although not anywhere near as much as this out there. We've got more coal up the top for when we've run out of our 10 million there. We've got 82 million stereotyte over that side. Up there, we've got 148 million multi-phase oil, which is useful. We've got more oil over there. Sapphirite and crotinium, which are things that we're going to want later. They're on an island that is not inhabited by the look of it. More coal on another island over there. There are aliens down here. Those aliens are bad news. We have thermal water over this side. That's something that I've never actually used yet. I've not gone and done anything with thermal water, so it's something that will be a learning curve for me as well as you, because there was a little bit on my map, but it was a long way away from where I was actually playing on the map that I was using when I was like doing my learning playthrough. So it never actually came up. Anyway, we want to put down our next algae farm, and that one is going to be brown algae as well. Then we want to get our hydro plant. Sorry, not desalination. We want the hydro plant over here. Now this is 1 input and 2 outputs. And we're going to drop that hydro plant. Actually, we're going to put that one up this way. I think. Yes, we will. We will drop that one down like that. I've got water over this side that I've taken out of here. And I'm going to bring that water over this way and down. And then that's going to go here, like this, over here, and in. And then I will put copper pipe over onto those. And we go onto here, and this one is water purification. 150 water in, 20 saline water out, and 100 purified water coming out. That's what we want in there at the moment. Now, if we have a look in... What tech have we got? Bioprocessing, Angel's Power. Huh. It's not logistics. So look in FNI over here. There's bits we got missing. We got Angel's Vehicles in there. There's a whole load of vehicles and stuff in there that we haven't got. We haven't touched on modules at all yet. Bob's Combat. We haven't unlocked any of that at all. Well, I think there's a little tiny bit that's unlocked. Angel's Exploration. Obscene amounts of things in here, like the Power Armor Mark 5. Ridiculous amounts of things that are needed to make Power Armor Mark 5. But anyway, Angel's Logistics. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking in here. You've got the crawler construction bots. These bits over here. And you've got fusion-powered construction bots. Those things are wicked cool. But that's not what I'm after. All of these things are absolutely wonderful, but they are not what I'm after. One of these things is not like the other. It's barreling and fluid control. I haven't even unlocked that yet. That's the bit that I'm after, because I want petrochem gas tanks. Those. Storage volume, 200,000. They're absolutely wonderful. Oil tanks, 150. Those 200. Small inline tanks, 20,000. You got pressure tank storage, 350,000. These things are absolutely wonderful. And then to move stuff around, if you want to move gas, you got to use a gas canister. If you want to use an empty a gas bottle, the canister there is for liquids, fuels, and then you got those there, empty barrels for other bits as well. Like there's loads. See, you got the bottled artificial puffer atmosphere, polluted artificial fish water barrel. That one's fuel canisters. In here, you got acids. Acids and things like that are put into these canisters. The bottles are for gases, and those are for generalized liquids. But I don't have any of those unlocked at the moment, which is a bit unfortunate, because I was kind of hoping to be able to store some of the purified water, because I'd like to be able to have some. Never mind, I can't have the purified water. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a pipe out of here like that. It's just going to go over to there. I will take that clarifier and I will drop that one down like that. I will put the corner on there, and I'll put that corner on there, and then we will go here and here and here like this. That I'm actually just going to bring straight out there like that. And then I'm going to put an underground pipe in between the two. So what I've got now is algae. I got a brown algae farm over here, and we've got this one is going to be able to produce saline water for the brown algae farm. We need to run some power around. So we've got the clarifier hooked up, and we've got the hydro plant hooked up as well. So that is there producing water, saline water and regular water. Purified water, sorry. So we've got saline water running in here, and that's filling up very, very, very quickly. It takes 30 seconds to craft 100 saline water into 40 brown algae, which is quite a while. It does take a while to do that. You've then got to remember that this algae farm is crafting speed 0.5, so it's not actually 30 seconds. It's a full minute per cycle, and this one's the same. And then we fill this one right up. It's going to back up now. Going to start filling up these pipes here with the saline water. The purified water, that goes into here. And every time it reaches 400, the clarifier just gets rid of it. That's how you get rid of excess fluid. Because we got nothing that we can use the purified water in. There is nothing we can do with that purified water at the moment. These clarifiers, we'll use them a lot. And then there's another one that you get with the petrochemical refining. And that one is a gas clarifier, and it burns off any excess gas that you don't want. Because so many things, you have one input, 3 outputs, and you only use 1 or 2 of the outputs to start with. And if you didn't have a clarifier or a burner to remove these excess fluids and gases, your whole system would quickly grind to a complete halt, and you would be able to do absolutely nothing. So now we've got this one. It's now filled up. The saline water, only 20 saline water per cycle on here, but it's already filled this up completely, and that's going to be outputting brown algae. Next up, I want to take this brown algae, and that I want to put out this way. I'm going to bring you over there like that. Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.